Good morning, students. Hope you all are well and doing a study. Hello, message from Sister Principal also that do study well and fight against Corona. So be safe at home and do study. You have to appear in board examination. Now, today we will start with the extraction of medium reactive metal. So, for medium reactive metal, we will find them in combined state. In the combined state, they will be in the carbonate form. They will be in the carbonate form or they will be in the other form like sulfide form. So first work we will do calcination or roasting. So because it is very easy to gain metal from oxide. Suppose any oxide I am taking, that is metal oxide, plus reducing agent, suppose carbon I am taking, the reaction will be metal plus CO. What is going on? Removal of oxygen is occurring and carbon is removing oxygen, so carbon is reducing agent here. So reduction of metal oxide is quite easier as compared to sulfide and carbonate ore. So to convert in the metal oxide, we have to do calcination and roasting. Calcination and roasting. Calcination is done, absence of oxygen in the absence of oxygen. Strong heating in the absence of oxygen. And here presence of oxygen. Here we will take carbonate ore, used for carbonate ore. Here we will take sulfide ore. Number 3, for example, ZnCO3. It is heated strongly. It will remain oxide of zinc and CO2 will remain. Zinc sulfide plus oxygen, we will find ZnO plus SO2. Balancing is must. I hope you are perfect in balancing. You can do. Okay, you do the balancing. Let us consider another reaction. Okay, now balance. In this manner, and in the both volatile impurities will removed. Volatile impurities will remove. Here also the same thing. Okay, so volatile impurities will remove. Now after having idea of calcination and roasting, we have metal oxide, and for example coke is reducing agent, then the reduction process of medium reactive metal, reduction with coke, that is for Zn oxide plus C there will be formation of zinc and carbon monoxide. Then FeO also Fe plus CO. Then next point, reduction with carbon monoxide. So when carbon monoxide is treated, then there will be formation of Fe plus CO2. Okay. In this manner, oxygen will remove. So balancing we will do. Fe2O3 plus okay, balancing you can use. Now some more method or some more reducing agents are taken. For example, more reactive metal aluminium is taken for Fe2O3. There will be formation of Al2O3 and iron will be removed. This reaction is highly exothermic reaction. This reaction is highly exothermic reaction. So what will happen? A lot of amount of heat will liberate. So iron will be in the liquid form appear. This liquid form of iron can be used to join the railway track, and this reaction is known as thermite reaction. Okay. So any question based on thermite reaction means the use of thermite reaction is to join the railway track. As it is highly exothermic reaction, so much amount of heat is liberated. In the same manner, suppose Mn2O3, manganese oxide, aluminium is more reactive metal, there will be formation of Al2O3 and Mn will release. Okay. So sometimes only these more reactive metals are used for the reduction purpose. That's all about the medium reactive metal. Now the next topic, refining, I'll do. We'll continue. So this is the diagram of flow chart of all the metals for the refining purpose. One by one I am doing revision. Okay, so here number one, ore you will get. For most reactive metal you will get in the combined form. Then liquefaction occurs, you will find liquid ore. Then electrolytic reduction occur and metal you will find. After that purification or refining occurs and pure metal you will get. Then for medium reactive metal, right now you have studied medium reactive metal. You will get carbonate or sulfide ore. For carbonate, calcination done. for carbonate, calcination is done. Calcination is done for carbonate. Then for sulfide, roasting is done. Ultimately, from both the method, you will get metal oxide. And this metal oxide undergoes reduction. This is the most important part. Unless and until if you will leave reduction, whole mark will be lost. So reduction, from reduction only you will get metal from metal oxide. And after that refining is done. For least reactive metal, some examples are silver and copper. You will get sulfide ore, and as these are least reactive, their properties that due to roasting only, means heating in the presence of oxygen, you will directly get metal. After refining, pure metal will be there. So please, sometimes 3 mark or 4 mark questions directly for this flow chart. Regularly such questions are coming. So please draw it neatly in your notes notebook. Next we are continuing. Tin amalgam, brass and bronze. I have given composition 80% copper and zinc, 20% in brass, in bronze copper 90% and tin 10%. Cast iron, the low grade iron, we can say here in this 2 to 4% carbon will be there, and wrought iron 0.5% carbon only. This is the most purest form of iron. Steel, there are variety of steel which contains carbon, then only carbon and iron is there, then 1% carbon. And the most modified steel, that is stainless steel, it contains iron, chromium, nickel and carbon. Gold. Gold is a very soft metal, and by alloying it we can prepare the jewelry, and for impurities, or you can say alloying, is done with copper or silver metal. 100% pure gold is known as 24 karat gold. Suppose we have 18% gold, 18 karat gold, then in 18 karat gold 75% gold will be there. Next point is aquaresia, that is you have studied already. 3-part concentration concentrated HNO3 and 1 part concentrated HCl. In this aquaresia, gold, platinum, such metals can be dissolved. Now next content is anodizing. We know very well that over aluminium oxygen layer is there, thin oxygen layer is there, which protect from further corrosion. But for some time we need thick layer of oxide over aluminium. For that anodizing it does. Just in purification we will do work in the same manner. Here also anodizing is done. Okay, during anodizing, aluminium particle is made at anode, react with aluminium to make a thicker protective oxide layer. This process of anodizing give aluminium particles one of the attractive finish. Means by anodizing, aluminium particles becomes attractive, so it is used instead of iron. Whenever aluminium utensils are used, anodizing may occur. Now we will continue with the refining. In anodizing we'll do the same apparatus setup. First we are doing refining. In the refining, we will take one thick plate of pure metal and one thin plate of pure metal. It is connected with negative terminal. Now we will take one of the plate that is made up of impure metal, which will act as anode. Now here I am taking as an example purification of copper. electrolyte will be filled, that is of copper sulfate, any of the salt of the metal for which we are doing purification or refining. So what we have done, pure copper plate, we have taken, and we have taken one impure metal plate, okay, that is also containing copper. What will happen when battery will be connected and switch will be on? What will happen? It is off now. If switch will be on, what will happen? Due to electricity, copper ion and sulfate ion. This is sulfate ion. This is copper ion. Positive copper ion. It will be attracted towards the negative terminal known as cathode. Here it will take electron and deposit it. This sulfate ion move this side, then it will lose electron, and here the copper already present, it will take electron, it will also lose electron, and copper plus 2 form. This copper plus 2 will attached with sulfate and formation of sulfate ion. तो धीरे धीरे क्या होगा, this thick plate, मोटी प्लेट क्या करेगी, thin होती जाएगी, and copper will come in the solution in the form of sulfate ion. Again copper will go at the cathode and deposited. So later this anode will be destroyed and we can get some impurities known as anode mud. Sometimes anode mud contains the precious metal. Suppose in copper a little bit part of rhodium or gold is there, then definitely anode mud is useful for us. I am explaining again. Here you have taken pure metals cathode, okay, and it is attached with negative, then only it will attract positive part of solution. Then impure metal is attached to the positive terminal known as anode. Got it? What will happen? Copper plus 2 will attract it towards the cathode and it will take electron and deposit it over the cathode. And at anode, copper is present. Copper will lose electron and it will convert in copper plus 2 and attached with the sulfate ion. So in this manner copper धीरे धीरे क्या होगा, copper will come slowly towards sulfate ion and this electrolyte will form again and later again from here copper will move there. So in this manner process will continue. Now let us talk something about anodizing. During anodizing, this plate is made by aluminium and aluminium oxide is taken as electrolyte. So oxygen will be deposited here. So no detail about anodizing, but the method will be same. That oxygen will attached with the aluminium and aluminium oxide की क्या हो जाएगी, आपको thick परत मिल जाएगी. Okay, thank you.